It was a lot, you know, like a lot of people, a lot of dynamic, a lot of stuff. I was in my head a lot.
You know, Justin and I developed a routine that when he feels stressed, that he can use a technique called havening that I was trained in. And havening is a psychosensory technique that actually raises the feel-good chemicals in your brain on demand.
It's basically like a self-soothing thing. Everybody kind of has their own version of havening without even knowing it. It's like when you're a little kid and you suck your thumb to soothe yourself. When you're starting to feel really stressed out or just to keep yourself calm.
So you just saw a little clip of Justin Bieber doing something called havening. Essentially what he was doing is he's applying a slow touch to help him calm his system. Now it kind of makes you wonder, what is this technique? What's so special about it if it works for a global superstar, and what's in it for you? Well, I'm here to help you unpack this mystery. I'm a certified havening practitioner, so we're really gonna dive deep into what havening is and begin to explore how you can use it to bring some calm and additional healing into your life. So let's get started. Havening is a psychosensory healing tool that's used for many different purposes, like reducing stress and anxiety, regulating your nervous system, and building resilience for the future. And havening is very simple, yet it's very powerful and effective, so please don't let its simplicity fool you. When we use the havening touch, we actually shift the way that our brain is functioning in any given moment. Imagine your brain as a country. Some areas of this country are polluted, busy, scary, almost chaotic cities with tons of freeways and traffic. Now these cities are, you can think of them as the hub of emotions that don't really serve us well, emotions that deplete us, like fear, guilt, sadness, shame, anxiety. Now on the other hand, there are other cities that are beautiful and they're vast and they're clean and they're almost like havens for us. In these cities, we can think of them as the hub of positive and even neutral emotions like calm, peace, love, and joy. When we practice havening, we reroute that emotional traffic, our neural pathways, from that chaos to calm. It's kind of like we're breaking off those overused, busy freeways to those polluted cities, and we're building off-ramps or exit into those beautiful, clean villages, those beautiful, clean cities. So how does this work? Havening uses a soothing form of touch called the havening touch, which you see me practicing already, and you'll get to practice it in a moment. And we have touch receptors in our skin. And as we use the slow havening touch, it sends a cascade of feel-good chemicals like serotonin, oxytocin, GABA to be released in the part of our brain where the amygdala lives. And we'll get to know the amygdala in a next video, but the amygdala, you can think of her as a protective, fierce mama bear. She's the part of our brain that keeps us safe. So when we practice the havening touch, it's almost like we're telling that mama bear, that amygdala, hey, it's okay, you're safe. And we're almost like wrapping like a warm fuzzy blanket around her to cultivate a sense of calm. When we practice the havening touch, we also lower some of those stress hormones like cortisol and norepinephrine that contribute to anxiety or stress or other depleting emotions or experiences. We also lower our heart rate and our blood pressure, and our brainwaves actually slow down as well. And the amazing part about havening is that it's very easy and intuitive. So you don't have to be a neuroscientist. In fact, you don't even have to remember any of the scientific data that I just presented you with. It's very simple and practical. Let's talk about something that we often take for granted, touch. We are literally hardwired for touch from the day that we're born, like how crying babies are picked up instinctively by their parents. And even if you're not a parent, this instinct is innate within all of us. And it's not just crucial for babies, but it's crucial for everyone. Touch is a social glue that's vital for our well-being, even into adulthood. In fact, in 2008, there was a study done, and researchers found that celebratory touch among NBA players, like high fives, fist bumps, pats on the back, those were correlated with better team performance and cooperation. And let's not forget about our adorable pets as well. You may have noticed that when you pet an animal, you instantly begin to feel more relaxed. It's kind of like a mood lifter for us. And there are tons of studies that show that when you pet an animal, like a dog or a cat or a horse, your heart rate, your blood pressure, and your cortisol levels, those stress hormones, that all decreases, and it leads you to experience greater ease. Personally, I get to experience the many stress reduction and relaxation benefits when I get to pet my adorable dog Kiwi. So the message is clear. Touch isn't just a necessary sensory experience, but it's a language of its own, not just among other people, but it's actually a language for ourselves within our own system as well. And touch is necessary for our emotional, mental, and physical well-being. So let's actually practice the havening touch. There are 4 different havening touch locations. There are 2 on the body and 2 on the face. And you'll want to apply all of these havening touches very slowly and gently, almost like you're petting a little baby bunny or a little kitten. So let's go ahead and practice them together. So the first havening location is palm havening. So what you'll want to do is you want to bring your palms together and just gently rub your palms together. You might want to sort of circle your palms, kind of like you're seeing me do. You may want to explore bringing your palms on top of each other and letting your fingertips touch. Just notice what feels more comfortable for you. You'll want to rub your palms almost like you're washing your hands under warm, soothing water. Now the next havening location is on the arms. So you'll want to bring your fingertips up to your shoulders and gently move them down your arms all the way to your elbows, almost like a moving hug. Beautiful. And so the next 2 havening locations are on the face. So the first is above the brow, circling above your forehead. You may notice sometimes when you or others have a tension headache, this may be the motion that you do just to soothe that area, bringing some calming energy in. And now the last havening location is underneath the eyes, circling the cheekbones, almost like you're wiping away a tear. You may even want to explore connecting these 2 motions on the face. And you might notice that one location or a few locations feel better than others. Almost everyone has what we call a sweet spot. And so these sweet spots are certain areas that may just feel more comfortable for us. And all 4 of these movements or locations, or simply just focusing on your sweet spots or the ones that feel most comfortable for you, will create that soothing, calming energy to be sent up to your brain. And they all have the same level of impact, so stick with whatever feels most comfortable for you. Now, if you're curious to go deeper into havening, I've got a ton of additional videos and meditations on this channel, some that dive into the brain, and others that actually introduce you into some havening techniques that you can layer onto this touch that you got introduced to today. So make sure that you're subscribed to this channel and consider sharing this video with someone who you care about or someone who this would help. And if you're interested in one-on-one support like coaching or additional resources like online courses, feel free to check out my website, mayakogan.com. I have a ton of additional support and information on there. Thank you for joining me today, and take care.